Greetings. As you work in Blackboard, there may be a need to copy, move, delete, or hide specific course component. You may also want to display a component to a student based on certain conditions. This is called adaptive release. Most course components can be copied, moved, and hidden. You can, of course, also delete them. When you copy a component, it remains in the original location and is copied to the destination. A hidden item just becomes invisible. And then if we move an item, it is removed and it moves to the destination area. The adaptive release allows us to set conditions under which an item will be visible. And that can be a specific time period. If the individual is a member of a group and that group may be just one person, and if they have achieved a certain grade. Let us start by examining the options we have available within the main navigation panel. For each of these items, there is a contextual menu that is displayed. And as we go through those menus, you will notice that the option to hide and delete is available. So this is a content area that we had set up. And again, hide and delete is available. Here is a tool link. And here again, we have the option to hide and delete. Next, let us take a look at the content area. As we move the cursor here and look at the contextual menu, notice that we can make this item unavailable. We've also got the adaptive release option that we will examine a little bit later. And then there is the copy, move, and delete. And you'll see this series of options available for all content areas. Again, this is a file that we had included in the course. And again, here there is an option to make it unavailable, copy, move, and delete. Let's look at the learning modules that we had set up. Here again, we can make them unavailable. We can copy, move, or delete. Now let's also take a look at the discussions. And the contextual menu for the discussion is available here. Notice that here we can copy and delete, but the option to hide is not available here. However, if we click on Edit, we can set the visibility using these options here. Now let's see how the copy, move, and delete options work. So to demonstrate that, we're going to go into the weekly content, go into week 1, and from week 1, we are going to copy this item to week 3. So we select copy from the contextual menu. And then in the destination folder, we click on browse. And when we do that, we get the map of the course. These are all the content areas that we have set up earlier. So I'm going to select week 3. And when I click submit, that item will be copied from week 1 into week 3. So let's go on and look at week 3. And so here is our item. Now what if we wanted to move it? So we go here again to the contextual menu and select move. Again, the interface is very similar. Click on browse and select the destination folder. So in this case, I'm going to select start here and click submit. Now it will be gone from here. However, it will show up in start here content area. And then of course, if I want to delete, I'm going to select again the contextual menu and select delete. Of course, Blackboard asks if we are sure, and when I click on yes, that item will be gone from here. This would be a good time to poke around the course and take a look at the various contextual menus that you can find, whether it's in the main navigation panel associated with a specific item, a learning module, or for that matter, the discussions that we have set up. Let us take a look at adaptive release. So let us assume that you have designed the course in such a way that week 3 learning module is available to students only under certain conditions. So let's see what those options could be. So we click here and we select adaptive release. So here we have the option to select a range of dates. If I were to select a range of dates, this learning module will be visible to the students only within the range that I set here. The other option I see here is to make this item available only to specific individuals who are enrolled in this course. So to select those individuals, I would click on Browse. Then here I can search for those students by typing in their last name or first name. And when that student shows up, click on Submit. And so at this point, this item will be visible only to this student. We also have the option to select a specific point or percentage value for an assessment item. So when I click here, these are the 3 assessment items we have set up so far. So I can say, I want the student to be able to see this item only if the student has at least attempted discussion 2.1. Attempted discussion 2.1 means that there will be something submitted and visible within the grade center for that student for that specific assessment item. I can also select a conditional statement which says that I want the student to have either a percentage value or a score. So let's select percentage, which is greater than. So if we want to make sure that the student achieves a certain mastery, and only then will that student be able to view this content, we can say that the percentage is greater than 70. Or we can even give a range. Notice that you can also have a very specific percentage value, or you can have less than or equal to. This is a very powerful feature of Blackboard, and just a word of caution when using it. We must plan the adaptive release carefully, otherwise we could prevent students from accessing and viewing content in the course.